Hi, I'm Jon Decker, PGA golf instructor and author of the book, Golf is My Life, Glorifying God Through the Game. Today I want to work with you on your pre-shot routine. One of the things that I notice when I go out with a lot of my amateur players and during lessons is that they don't have a routine. They might have a routine on the first hole, but by the time they get to the fifth hole, they're just kind of stepping up there and hitting a shot. Sometimes I notice that when people are going through their routine, they take way too much time. Other people don't take enough time. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in the end. But I want to talk about the four components of the pre-shot routine. Number one is that you see the shot. You always see the shot. In golf, you always have a target. So you always are going to see the shot first. The second thing is that you feel the shot. The third thing is that you execute the shot. And the fourth thing is that you trust all the above. So you see it, you feel it, you do it, and you trust it. And you need to do that on every single shot. Now, when you watch good players, if you notice, if you're watching golf on television, when you watch the tour players, they all start from behind the ball. I've got an imaginary line right here. I've got an alignment aid, which I've put down. A lot of times with my students in lessons, I'll have them, when we're working on the routine, put this. When I'm back here, my focus is only on my target. I draw an imaginary line to my target. That's why I'm always using alignment aids in teaching. Then when I walk up, I get my body parallel to that. Now I'm going into the rehearsal phase of my swing. My rehearsal swings need to be to the target. You never want to make a rehearsal swing away from the target. Like if I'm trying to go in that direction, but my rehearsal swings, that's not doing me any good. My rehearsal swing needs to be through, and I need to be looking at my target when I'm done. I don't want you to be making your rehearsal swings like this. The other thing is you want to make your rehearsal swings in the full swing nice and easy. You don't want to go at game speed, especially with the driver, because that will race your heartbeat. That will get you, bring in tension and anxiety. If anything, you want to relax yourself. And then in the short game, I do go at game speed. So for example, in putting, if I've got a 20, 30-foot putt, I'm actually trying to make my putting stroke the same speed I would need to hit it. But in the full swing, I make my rehearsal swings nice and easy. I just like to just kind of brush the grass. I like to just brush the grass and then turn and get my body facing the target. So I'm going to go through and execute a shot. And let me go over the execution part, excuse me. The next thing that we want to do is obviously execute the shot. So now I'm going to step into the ball, put my feet together, open my left foot, and widen my right foot like that. So I'm going to go through, look at my target, look at the ball, and then hit my shot. That's why every time when you watch my golf tips, you'll notice I always start out here, I go here, and I go here. I do that in my practice because I know that when I get to the execution part of my shot, that's the way I'm going to do it. So let me go through now and show you how I would hit the shot. And I'll go through my routine from start to finish. If I'm on balance, I hit a really good shot right there. I'd be happy with that shot. That was a full swing. That was my 8-iron. In my mind, I was gauging that at around 150 to 155. That's kind of where my 8-iron is. And I'm a little bit against the breeze today, so not a lot of breeze out here. It's pretty calm. So those are the type things that when I'm practicing, I'm kind of gathering with each shot. If I don't hit it well, sometimes I don't hit it well, I may grade myself and say, okay, that was a C shot, but at least that ball can, I have a chance to get it up and down. But overall, as far as the execution of my routine and my shot, I was very happy with that because I went through, I picked my target, I rehearsed it, and then I executed, and then I trusted all the above. So I would be very happy with that shot. Now, I want to talk to you very briefly here about the time of your routine, because many times when I watch my students, they take way too much time to do these steps. The majority of people, because they're thinking about so many things. it's very important that you learn to time your routine. And when I was playing competitively, like when I was down in Florida and I was really working on my game and I was playing in tournaments, I used to time my routine. Now, one of the things that I prided myself on is that my routine would be the same amount of time, and I had it down to about 11 seconds. So somewhere between 11 to 15 seconds in my mind is a really good routine. You don't want to take more than 20 seconds. On the flip side, you don't want to just walk up to the ball and take 5 seconds and hit the shot. I see some people, they get out of their cart, they grab their club, they walk up to their ball, they look at their target one time, and then they just hit their shot. They don't make any practice swings. But if I had to say, the majority of people that I teach take too much time. And a lot of times this is because they're thinking about their lesson. Remember, when you're doing your pre-shot routine, you can't be thinking about your golf swing. So what you have to do is when you go to the driving range, there's 3 ways to really go to the driving range. One is to go to the driving range to warm up. The other is to go to the driving range to either take a lesson or work on something in your swing. And then the third reason to go to the driving range is to go to the driving range to practice how you're going to play. What we're doing right now is about how you're going to play on the golf course. And you need to practice that just as much as you practice your whatever it is that you're working on with your teacher. So it's important, if you can practice how you're going to play, if you'll practice your pre-shot routine, when I go out on the golf course, I'll do this routine, the same routine I just did. I know I could go right on the golf course and do and play good golf. Not going to hit every shot perfect, but I want to make sure that my routine is perfect. There's no excuse for not having a good routine. Work on your pre-shot routine, and you're going to manage your game better, and you're going to lower your scores.